Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, let's make some coquito. What's coquito? Coquito is a Puerto Rican spiced coconut cocktail that is traditionally made around Christmas time. It's smooth, sweet, creamy, and super delicious. While there are many different variations, I'll show you how to make a simple yet incredibly delicious version of my coquito. So let's get into it. So before we jump into our coquito recipe, I want to show you really quick the milks that I'll be using today. I'm going to be using one 12-ounce can of evaporated milk, a 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk, 1 can of cream of coconut. This is different from coconut cream. No, you want to use cream of coconut. And I'm going to be using this Thai Kitchen coconut milk. This is my favorite canned coconut milk. It tastes amazing. It tastes so good and it has very natural ingredients. So when you're gonna make coquito or any kind of coconut dish, your canned coconut milk will make or break your recipe. So I highly suggest using a very high quality canned coconut milk and always check the reviews. Now for my spices for my coquito, I'm going to be using some ground cinnamon and some ground cloves. I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. For me personally, I find that this is a pretty good amount. It's not overly spiced, but if you want to use a little less, then you can, or if you want to use a little more, that's totally up to you. This recipe is very customizable to your taste. And then for the ground cloves, I'll be adding about half a teaspoon of ground cloves. And I want to note that if you want to add a little bit of ground nutmeg, you may do so, and you can even add a little pinch of ginger. And the white rum that I'll be using today is this Parrot Bay coconut rum. Oh, and I wanted to show you real quickly the bottles that I'll be using for my coquito. So I found these little mini bottles at Dollar Tree. I think they're perfect to give away as gifts. And I added a cinnamon stick in each one of my bottles. And I have a couple of bottles in the back that I'm going to reuse for my coquito. Alrighty, now it's time for the fun part, and it is to make my coquito. So I'm going to add all of my ingredients into my blender minus the rum, because I'm going to reserve a little bit of virgin coquito to the side because I'm going to gift it to someone who cannot have alcohol due to medical reasons. So yeah. So I'm just going to add all of my ingredients, and I will note that every ingredient that I used will be listed in the description box below along with their measurements. And another side note, I did forget to record me adding the vanilla, but I did use about 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. So now that I've added all of my ingredients minus the rum, I'm going to blend this on high for 2 minutes. So now that my coquito minus the rum is nice and blended, I'm going to pour my virgin coquito into this little mini bottle for a special someone. Here I'm pouring about 2 cups of the coquito mixture. So if you want a virgin coquito, you are done. You do not need to do anything else. Just pour your coquito mixture into the bottles and you're good to go. But I'm going to add a little bit of rum. So I'm gonna make a light coquito. And for me, that's about 3/4 cups of rum. That's even with some of the coquito mixture taken out. So if you want a light coquito, I suggest 3/4 of a cup to a cup of rum. But if you want it stronger, then of course add about half a cup more. That is all for today's coquito recipe. As you can see, my coquito made a pretty generous amount, and it's going to look different for you just depending on the size bottles that you'll be using. So if you've enjoyed today's video, do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, hit that notification bell because a new video will be out every week. Until next time.